I'm going to clean up this road. Got a couple of centimeters of fresh snow. Good thing with plowing a Friday evening, it's or night, Friday night, it's 9:30 Friday night. It's not that much traffic. So we'll see. No Arctic machine plow. I got it changed to a Mähler Rosse K37. So this is a better plow for this road. When we're coming up this hill, I have to be really careful because there's a house on the right side that just sort of jumps at you. I will show what I mean. And I have done this now it's my 9th year on this road, so I know the road, but this one to the right. And if you go too fast, they will have snow in their morning coffee or afternoon tea, especially if it's wet snow. So you have to slow down. Okay, I hope you love snow. I really do. I brought my 8-year-old's, 9-year-old, time flies, 9-year-old's snowmobile out today. The 1977 Snowtrick, Swedish brand. 1 cylinder, 290cc. He loves that snowmobile. I got it for free, and he really loves it. No point buying a new one when a snowmobile from 1977 is the best thing that exists, if you ask him. So we drove it all day. This is a wide part of the road, so we have to go this twice. Okay, I on my, I think, year 11 now. Year 9 on this road, year 11 in total. So, starting to know this. But I love it, especially in the nights when there's no traffic. And there are spots with bad reception, and I'm only using my phone, so if the phone calls, the stream will go down for a short while. But be patient, and I will come back. I have a Twitch stream as well, but I want to implement YouTube on that stream, so we'll see. There will be a lot more live streams. No, I can't plow 2 at once. It's not that wide. 1.5. This is I'm in the middle of the road now because it's too wide here. I can't reach the edge, but almost. This is quite small. It's an 11-foot wing, so maybe it's 1.5 1.5 meters, 2 meters wider than the truck if it's fully extended. So it's not that big, but it's perfect for my roads, except for this stretch here. This is the only stretch I have to go twice. And I'm using the grader blade to get rid of all the extra snow. If you watch my latest video from last week, I accidentally blocked the comments, so I got no comments on that video. Sorry for that. Right now I'm driving 44 kilometers per hour. If you want to translate it to miles, you have to do that by yourself. 44 kilometers per hour. If I go full steam, I can go up to 70 if the roads are good. But between 44 and 40 and 60 is normal. I don't have heated wiper blades, but I have heated windscreen. This thin wires in the window, so it works quite good. But it has stopped working on the right side, so if I would turn the camera, you will see it's a lot of ice there. But I will get that repaired sometimes next week, I think. So this is the end of this road. Then I go back and do the middle again. I have to clean this up. I dropped a lot of snow on this road. This is the 373 we're on now, the road where I helped the wind farm guys. They're having trouble on the hills. That's this road, but it's not my plowing route. I'm just turning around on it. So as you can see here, I'm almost at the edge of the road, or you can't see it, but it's almost. Let's put some more light on. So it's a company. It's a company. I've always wanted my own truck, but I never seems to take the leap and buy one. So maybe me and my wife have talked about it because she's in the wind farm business and she wanted to run her own business as well. So maybe we can do it together. We'll see. Yes, we do. We had last week we had, I think it was like 10 days with minus 20, 25, and in January and February it's not that uncommon with minus 30. My coldest, but it's 2 times in my life it has creeped below 42. 2018 it was 2016 it was minus 47 for 2 days. That's the coldest, but around 30 it's some days every winter. If I don't answer your questions, write it again, because I can only look at the screen from now and then. Okay. Yeah, nice. It is really nice weather. Okay. The coldest ever recorded in Sweden was in 1940 something, I think. No, 1980 something. It was close to the other one, and that's minus 552, I think. That's an all-time high in Sweden, but it never gets that cold. Minus 40 is not that common. Maybe every 5 years we get minus 40 dips, but minus 30 at least someday a year. And 18 viewers, this is new record for me. I plowed in Gällivare for a couple of years. E10 and Hakkas, Ullatti, Sadjev, those roads. Then we turn around here and we take the edge of the road before we go to town. Okay, I hit the moose once, but that was with a Volkswagen Passat 2004. I borrowed it from a friend. He has owned it for 6 days. Luckily it was fully insured, so no problems there. It's a year. I haven't never counted a year, but it's about, I can't say in miles because my head is not that fast, but in kilometers it's 3,500 kilometers each winter in these types, as plowing and sanding is 3,500, no, 3,500, 35,000 kilometers each winter, and then about the same in the summer. 35,000 should it be. Yeah, and that's the 6 months I'm on winter duty. Then I'm usually road work on the summer, so I don't go that far. Now we go on the edge and clean the road. Grade the blade down. I will get a better microphone for you, but I have never bought it yet, so I haven't bought it yet. I will do that. I think I will go to to North Cape this summer with motorcycle. We have talked about it for years, but it haven't done it yet. I don't know if you have seen Trucker Dashcam on YouTube. It's a much bigger YouTuber than I, and he has a video he's made from my videos called Snow Chaos. That's from last year. We got 1.4 meters of snow in 2 days. It was insane. It was the most insanely thing I have ever driven in. 1.4 meters in 2 days. I got chills when I think about it. It's the worst snowstorm I ever driven in. I was stuck on the road twice, but luckily we had wheel loaders nearby. So I'm sorry I don't know all the freedom units. It's as we say, no, it's meters and centimeters and kilometers. Yeah, it happens. I had an engine failure on my last truck. Real engine failure. It threw a rod at full steam. So the engine block cracked. It was not in the middle of nowhere, but it was still far from home. And I had a broken oil pan in -35 a couple of years ago on another truck, and I called the mechanic, and first I think I waited the truck, but it got too damn cold too fast, because I have a diesel heater in the truck, but of course it stopped working, or it froze or something. And after an hour I was so damn cold. It was in the middle of the night, so I just walked to the nearest house and knocked on the door, and there were no hesitation, then let me in, and and I could warm up and sleep on the sofa until the tow truck arrived. So I just knocked on the nearest door and say, I need to get in, I'm freezing to death, and it was no problem at all. So they made me coffee and sandwiches in the middle of the night. So now we're back on this road. So now we go just on the edge here, and then we go to town. Sometimes the gearbox misses the gear. So this is how the road looks when it's freshly plowed. Maybe you can't see it, but it's really nice. Fresh winter road. No, actually not. We don't have to do that. It's just normal driving, reversing, and it's a couple of years now, I will admit, 2003, but Everybody assumes you're driving a truck with transporting packages and stuff. Never gravel trucks training or anything like that. So they assume you're gonna drive this big, and I have never done that. I love the gravel trucks, and I think maybe someone will hit me in the head now, but I think you become a better driver if you go drive gravel. You go in tight spots and tight places and spread your gravel and reverse to lorries and reverse to excavators and stuff like that. We're not just going from A to B. Let's see if the number of viewers drops now when I'm offending someone. I don't mean to do that. All types of truck driving are very skilled personnel to do. I just don't want to do it. I love long distance driving, but it's good to be home at night too. Especially with small kids. Oh, let's sneeze. I was changing the cutting edge on the grader blade earlier today, so maybe I catch the cold. But the thing is, as the world is now, you can't, even though it's just a cold, I'm fully vaccinated, but no, you can't go anywhere still. Sorry, I can't read that long. If you have questions, type short questions. I can't read that when I'm driving. I'm only using my little screen, so the text is quite small. The second time we go, we do these pull-outs as well. Yeah, it's insane here as well. We're up to 19 Swedish crowns. That's 10 for $1, so you can count. It should be like 1.9 a liter. Someone can translate money and gallons, and yes, 1.9 euro, and translate to liters and gallons and all that stuff. It's really, really expensive. Yes, for diesel, it's really expensive. It touched 20. It never reached 20, but it touched the 20 or the $2 mark for 1 liter. It never got there, but it was damn close. Now it's dropped a little bit. Yes, I know, and I think that's insane. That the environmental friendly alternative is way more expensive. But to still have to pay all the road taxes and stuff, even though you drive on it. So I don't know. And now the last week the prices for electricity has gone haywire as well, if that's a word. Yeah, so now we're done with this first road. 1.92. Yeah, it's insanely expensive. When you go with wet snow and grader blade down and truck struggling uphill, it's 7.5 liters for 10 kilometers of driving, so you can do the math. This is where we began when we started the stream. Now we go here and go okay, yeah, it's we have I have fixed price. What do you call it? So you can choose if you want the price to go ups and downs, and you can choose to have a fixed price, and I have the fixed price. But for those who doesn't, it has been up to, I think it's about 4 Swedish crowns, 0.4, but wait, 0.4, 4 crowns for 1 kilowatt hour of electricity. So I'm glad I'm not there. I don't really know where the world is heading. Now I forgot that pull out. We take it next time. I will go back here one more time. I have never hit it dead on. With the side plow I do it quite often, but on purpose when I go slow to get rid of the snow. So, but here is the tricky part. If you go, you can't see it, but it's a curb here. There's a curb here you can't see, and if you don't know that, it will say kaboom. And then we will go there soon, a very narrow spot, and I have to lift the wing and collapse the grader blade. If I don't, I will hit it. I've done it once because I forgot the grader blade, and it takes dead stop. And then I have crashed the plow in a manhole cover that wasn't completely fastened. And it's quite intense when you go just singing some Christmas song and living life, and then just kaboom, and everything just breaks. It wasn't my fault, it was under the snow, but still. Sorry, I can't show you another angle. It's really blistering snow behind me. I have a 300 watt LED bar on the roof, 1.4 meters wide, and then I have four 170 watts LED lights, 25 millimeters. Ser stabilt ut, exakt. So it's enough. I am only using half the lights now because it gets too. If I put that on, it's. I know the camera can cope with it, but for me it's reflecting back in my eyes. So I'm only using half the throttle of the lights when I'm plowing. It's plenty enough. So 470 in the front and a 300 watts LED ramp on the roof. And of course the warning beacons. One on the roof, two down just above the plow, and two on the back, or three on the back. And when I'm spreading sand, I'm using all the lights I got because I want to see power lines and stuff like that. I'm coming up to a bad spot here. If I lose you for a second, I will come back just a couple of seconds. I don't know how bad it is, but and the full route is 180 kilometers and about 5.5 hours in these conditions. But it can change all from like 5 hours out up to 7 hours depending on conditions. But ideally 6 hours, and when it's conditions like this, 5.5. And you get paid, or the truck company gets paid for every kilometer you plow. So if it takes too long, of course you will lose money. And if it's go faster, you earn more because you work less hours. For the truck, I will say. I have been in the ditch. 2014, I was on road 512 Kalamark, and it was blistering. I couldn't see anything. I was driving 5 kilometers per hour. I had a friend join me for the trip, and the road turned and I didn't see it. I was going maybe 4 or 5 kilometers per hour, really slow, but I couldn't still see the road, and the road just turned and I kept going, so just slid off the road. Not bad at all, but still needed the tow truck. Then last year I was in the ditch twice on this humongous snowstorm, but I wasn't the only one. They had wheel loaders just driving around to pull snow plow trucks from the ditch because it was that bad. It's quite funny when it gets bad like that. When you come on this particular road that leads to the city, it looks completely deserted. Like no one has lived there this year. It was not a single person outside and like 50 centimeters of snow on the road. So it looked like this city is abandoned. Everybody was just inside watching Top Gear and drinking soda or something like that. That's what I should have done if I had been working that weekend. No snow blowers at all. We use trucks and excavators. No, trucks and wheel loaders. And here we have, if you have watched my videos, you have seen this before. We go and clean the side of these safety islands or curbs or whatever you want to call it. And you have to go slow. And be careful with the grader blade to not have it on too wide setting. Yes, exactly. And then in the airfield, of course. But no, not on the roads like this. We don't get, you know, the weather that was last year. It's never happens. It's once every 20 years maybe. So here I can reach the whole road in one sweep, but I have to go twice because on some parts I have to do the middle sweep around the safety islands or the curbs. So I have to go this one twice. V-plows we use when it's really bad. The road, one of my roads, I couldn't get through, so I had to leave it and let it snow completely block. There are almost no people living on that road. So, and when the snowstorm was over, they got the V-plow and opened the road. It's the first time in my 8 or 9 years we had to do that. Sorry I didn't get that on film. It was never meant to be a channel. It was Trucker Dashcam who convinced me to do a couple of videos. Yes, in the city and on smaller roads and stuff like that we have wheel loaders. Show you when I got back what I mean when we clean this, that the snow is left in the middle of the road, but that's fine because there's almost no traffic this time. So what's the time where you at? Are you just finished work or evening or night, or I have no clue where everybody's from. I have been to New York once and some countries in Europe, but that's it. 2019 I was in New York. December 2019. Okay, it's 22:13 here. Okay, I couldn't read it all, but I have been to France. We drove by a car actually from North Sweden down to Italy. And of course Paris. Belgium, Paris, Germany, Paris, and down to Pisa and Monaco. It's 13 years ago now. Okay, I heard you got a little snow in Stockholm a couple of days ago, I think, right? Or down in Gothenburg last weekend, it was chaos. And I don't say you can't drive in snow. I know you can't compare it with these kind of conditions because you have 1000% more traffic. And yeah. I was in Västerås a couple of years ago now on Power Big Meet. They say it's the world's largest meetup for American cars. The last time it was held in Västerås, I was there. And you go right here. Then you turn around in a roundabout and go back, but there's no point trying to clean that crossing with all the cars behind you. So I just continue. I have to do another sweep. So when I do the other sweep, I take the other side of the crossing. Yes. And you have a lot of foreign trucks with bad tires. Southern Europeans, and nothing bad about it. They just doesn't have the equipment to drive when it's warm and slushy in the snow. Yeah, I know. But now when Förbifart Stockholm will be done in, I guess it was like 10 years before it's completely done. It will help a little at least. Yes, I have spiked tires. My front tires are spiked, not the rear. There's no point, it will just tear itself apart. But my front tires are spiked. And if it gets worse, I have snow shades with big spikes. So I won't get stranded. If I put the spiked shades on, I can go whenever I want. At least almost. It's like 1 centimeter spikes on those. 10 millimeters. Are we going the other direction? Actually, I don't. In the spike chains, spike tires, but not spike chains. I have the truck at home, so I don't need to get to work. You just have to open the door and start up the truck. And if it's really rainy and slippery, I can put the chains on before I leave my yard. So it's not my truck, but I drive it all year, and I'm the only one who drives it. So I take care of it as it is my own, but I don't get the bills. Yes, we have only one road we use salt, and I like that. Only one, the biggest, the E4. It's salt, but that's the only one. The other roads is just sand, and we keep them winter roads as long as possible. And I think it's winning in the end. I forgot to answer that. If I get stranded where I have no... Apparently I knew that guy. He flashed his light at me. So there's two options. One option, I have something really bad and he's really upset. Then I will get a phone call soon. Or two, I know him and he just want to say hi. I hope for number two. The question contract or council, I really don't know the difference because this is not my native language. But it's the roads are owned by the Swedish government. It's not the correct word, but you know what I mean. And they plow the road, and then a company say, okay, we need this much money to plow the road, and then they call trucks and say, will you do this for this type of money? Yes, we do. So it's a government road, but we do it for a contractor. Maybe that's the correct word then. Maybe you know what I mean. Contract should be the right word. Yeah, it's government. I hope you understand what I'm saying. We learn English really fast. It starts already in first grade. When you're 7 years old, we start with English. So and here is this narrow spot. I will show you. Here you can see it's really narrow. I can hardly fit, so I have to lift the wing up and lift the radial blade up and raise it. Det är, jag tror att det är 3 centimeter, 2 eller 3. Och mellan klockan 8 och klockan 1 är det dubbla mängden. And I have to go slow through here because if I hit the curb it will feel bad. And the curb is just glued to the ground, so if you hit it hard enough it will let go. One thing I don't like with the Scania trucks, it's an old one, it's a 2011, but it's in pretty good shape. But it's the heat. First of all, it takes forever to get heat in the truck if you compare to Volvo. And then when it gets hot, it gets really hot and it's hard to control. And they have had this problem since forever, all the trucks, even the new ones. I don't know why. That's what I miss about my old Volvo. It was never cold. The temperature in the cabin was in the cab was perfect. Even though it was minus 40 degrees, it was still, the needle was dead center and you could be in t-shirt. Now it's only 4 degrees below freezing by Celsius, but still it's hard to control the temperature in the cab. Yes, I try to. Now it got insanely hot. I have to open the window. So now we go a second sweep and remove all the snow we put on the side, on the middle of the road from the curbs or safety islands or whatever the word is. The concrete things in the middle of the road. No, exactly. And the torque in these ones is insane. This is a R560 with some kind of ship, so I think it's about 600. And if you drive a straight inline 6 Volvo, yeah, and it's and you locked it because it's an automatic transmissions or I-shift and opticals, and if you go down, when you go below 800 RPM, the Volvo just bottoms out and falls through the basement. A Scania with a V8, it can produce power down to like 300-400 RPM and still chugging along at those lower RPMs. That's unseen in a Volvo. So I really love that. It's almost impossible to stall because of the sheer power of the bottom end. Can someone tell me how much power do you have normally in those tractor trailers driving in America? Is it like 5, 6, 700 horsepower, or is it more like 4, 500? And I guess it's V8s and V10s. I started to like this live stream thing because it's you can answer the questions while you're chugging along, doing your thing. Okay, the biggest in Sweden is the new Scania. It's 770 horsepower. And I guess you can boost it up to at least 900, but for environmental reasons it's locked to 770. And the biggest Volvo is 750. Växel och trasa är inte alls så vanligt. Jag gillar inte den här lådan lika bra som i-shiften för att den är långsam i jämförelse, men just ett komplett ras är inte vanligt. Can't you lock the chat so it's up all the time? It's really annoying, it disappears. Maybe you can't. I shouldn't touch it while I drive anyways. Oh yes, they do. De klarar det jättebra. De är gjort för det. Det enda som är med dem är att de är lite långsamma, speciellt när de fram och back. Yes, the forecast. I have seen that. We're getting more snow tomorrow. It's too bad I have some bad spots on my route where really bad reception. When I get the server up and running for YouTube, I can stream on that part as well, but there's no point with just the phone. No buffering or anything, and it will be boring for you who are watching if it just freezes. If I have the server, it will never freeze up. It just cuts to other images if I'm out of reception. That's why I'm streaming here in the more central parts of my route. I'm so glad you will join. First turn around in this roundabout again. Then we go the final leg of this second road. Then it's done. Then we only have the smaller roads left. About 4 hours maybe of driving. 3.5. Because it's good conditions. It's 180 kilometers. So you can do the math. 5.5 hours. Hello, Argentina. Good to see people from all over the world. And reverse. I have to do the crossing here. This is what I don't like about this. You see how long I'm at the standstill? Because the gearbox is slow to get into reverse. It's not all the time, but sometimes it's ridiculously slow. It can take 5 seconds to get into gear. And when you across the road on a big intersection, it's not that funny. It's better to let these cars go, or otherwise they will try to overtake you in bad places. Just clean up the edge, so yeah, yes. And I have driven, this is my first Scania with the I-Shift, OptiCruise, sorry, OptiCruise. And I have driven a lot of Volvos before this with the I-Shift and the I-Shift gearbox. Sorry for the sound, it's the grader blade doing its work. It will stop in a couple of minutes. I will wait with talking until I'm done with the grader blade. I have driven mostly Volvos with I-Shift, and I-Shift shifts from front to reverse in like split of a second. If you get stuck, you can actually go forward reverse, and it can do it. This one can't. I will get a microphone. If this is a thing and I want to continue with this, I will buy a decent microphone. So you don't have to book doctor's appointments for hearing losses for listening to my stream. Where are you going, my dear friend? Where do you want to go? Go, 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 go. Okay. Let's go. Okay, in short terms, I will explain this for the ones who's interested. The It's quite clever. It's a manual gearbox. It's a 100% manual gearbox, but you don't shift gear. So it's a manual gearbox, identical with on any other truck. Really good gearboxes, but you don't have a stick to shift. It shifts by itself and clutches by itself. It's controlled by air pistons and levers, but it's a automatically controlled manual gearbox, if you understand what I mean. It's a normal clutch, it's a normal gears and normal everything in gearbox, but you don't control it by yourself. You can switch to manual, but you don't have the normal gear, the normal stick. You just push buttons to change gear, but it's a manual gearbox with automatically controlled shifts. And on this particular truck, you have a clutch, a manual clutch that you can use if you want to, but you don't have to. You only have to use the clutch for start stop, then it will do the rest of the shifting by itself. And on the even newer Scania trucks, there's clutch on demand, then you never have to use it, but it's still there if you want to use it for some reason. And the Volvo iShift is exactly the same thing, but in my opinion much better. It's a manual gearbox, but with automatically controlled shifts. And that's a big difference from an automatic gearbox with the oil pressure to shift gear and to I don't know the word, but you know how an automatic transmission works. It's not like that at all. That's why these gearboxes can handle really heavy loads, because it's a manual gearbox, but it's controlled automatically. Does anything I just said make sense? I hope it did. In minus 40, it's a little bit difficult in these trucks to keep it warm. I can do it. I have extra heat. I have a diesel heater that warms the engine, so it can be done. So, but you never switch it off when it's that cold. If you sleep in the truck, you let it run. But if I drive like this, it's no problem keeping it warm when the engine is under load. Now minus 40, I never plow with minus 40. You will break hoses and stuff like that. It's not good. No, I haven't. I have actually just driven 3 brands. I have driven Scania, Volvo, and Mercedes. And the Mercedes broke down. Catastrophic engine failure. So, never Mercedes again. But I love Volvo, and I Volvo and Scania is the best for me. But never a DAF and never a MAN and stuff in between. Mostly Volvo. So now we go back on this road for about 5 more minutes. And then we turn right over a railroad. And up to a smaller village. And through that. Just want to warn, I'm not going to stream that much longer because I can feel I'm having a severe cold, so I feel my voice is getting away from me. Yeah. Hello, Andreas. Nice to see you. Andreas, who wrote in the comments, is one of my really best friends. He got me into this streaming thing. So if you like it, say thank you, Andreas. He convinced me to do this. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's another Andreas. The trucker dash cam Andreas is from Gothenburg. This one is from Kopparnäs. A slightly smaller town with like 1,000 inhabitants. I don't know. But maybe not even that big. As talked about earlier, we have a Twitch stream server set up, but we will retweak it so it can do reverse damn truck, so we can oh sorry, so we can do YouTube as well. let's go here. I will show you how we do it. The railroad crossings. This crossing is made of concrete, and this is my normal crossing, and I can go with the plows down on this one. I just go careful so I don't catch on. I don't want to catch the railing or whatever you call it. But we have closer to the city. We have a rubber on between the tracks, and the first time I got on one of those, I did exactly like this, and it was a pole vault. I will tell you, it was a dead stop, because it's like shaving cheese with the plow, and I broke the plow was broken, the down part of and the truck, I thought it was, I would have broken the truck in half, but it didn't. But I broke the plow. But you learn from mistakes. So concrete ones, okay to plow over. Rubber ones, not so much. But I guess I'm not the only one making a mistake. That's how you learn. Exactly. Okay, I will give you one more minute. So I just want to thank everybody that has been watching this hour. I will do longer streams when my voice is and it's not like this. I don't want to lose it completely. So I'll crank the volume up on some. I think Sabaton is a good band to end the day. Then you get some extra energy. Yes, I will. Have a nice day, everybody, and I hope I see you again before Christmas. Otherwise, you will have a very Merry Christmas. But if it's like this, maybe I go on again tomorrow. Have a nice day, everybody, and night for you who's going to sleep. I have about 3 hours left. Take care, and hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, enjoy. Goodbye. It's exactly as the last time. I don't know how to stop the stream. I think it's this one.